thank goodness. But there was a situation, I asked one of the ladies at Starbucks. I told her, well, there was a lady who worked here when I first started coming here, and she, well, I would have asked her, but she doesn't work here. So the lady at the Starbucks, one of the ladies who still works there, I told her I would pay her $20 an hour to take a look and to listen to my story. And she said I don't have to pay her to do it, and she told me that she would listen tomorrow after she gets off work. I'm not sure how well she'll be able to handle what I'm about to show her. On the bright side, those two guys went their separate ways right as I started recording, so there was no fight like I thought there was. The one guy that was walking the other way, he was pretty docile. It was the guy with a tank top on that was doing the screaming and the shouting. Apparently, he had... Here, you get 10 cents a can for turning in your aluminum cans. And apparently that other homeless guy had stolen the dude with no shirt or with a tank top. The other guy had stolen a whole cart full of aluminum cans from him. So that guy with the tank top was screaming to the other guy saying, you stupid fuck. I'd have just given you a whole cart, you don't have to steal from me. I share everything with you. Every time I go down and I take my cans in, I share everything with you, you stupid fuck. Everything that I buy with those cans, I share it with you. You didn't have to steal that. If you wanted it, you could have asked. You didn't have to steal it. Makes sense, don't it? A lot of people are fond of telling me, well, you should have asked. I fucking did, holy shit. I asked again and again. Do you remember your responses? Your responses were you don't have time, you've got your own problems, you've got your own family. Your family was being threatened and you're afraid. I paid close attention to you people. Especially those I knew in real life. They were a lot easier to keep together as far as the facts went. It was the sheer quantity of people that I didn't know that I had to try to rely on, because the people that I did know were unreliable. Them being unreliable is not my fault, my choice, or my decision. A lot of people like to use events that happened after the fact as their excuse for their actions before the fact. Like when people literally push me to the point that I am trying to commit suicide, and then you say, oh, well, you shouldn't have tried to commit suicide. Well, excuse me, says I. I tried getting your help for over a year before Natalie was fucking killed. Well over a year before I attempted suicide. People don't want to see that. They don't want to hear that. The truth don't mean shit to them. I'm not going to stop fighting for black rights. I'm not going to stop fighting for women's rights. But you know what? I'm not going to stop fighting for my own either. A lot of these people, the biggest thing that they couldn't get through their heads is how hard I fought for their fucking rights. What the hell makes them think I'm not going to fight for my own? When they needed someone to speak up and set the record straight, I did exactly that. With John Fox didn't have to beg me to tell the truth. I knew that Mobley fully intended on going up the mountain with a bottle and John Fox and making sure that John Fox never came back down the mountain. That's because people were blaming John Fox for the death of a woman that he could not have killed because he was locked up. He was in jail when his ex-girlfriend was killed. So I set Mobley straight before he got a chance to kill John. John just wants to forget that part of his life. I understand that. When the difference between people who are innocent being killed, I always spoke up. Always. John Fox is not the only person whose life I saved by telling the truth. Michelle Decini, she's in prison now, by the way. I saved her life by telling the truth. Some of the inmates were going to kill her. They had it planned out and everything, and you goddamn right I said something. And that was even after Michelle Decini had committed multiple crimes against me. Where's Michelle Decini, the prison guard, now? She's in prison. I told her she was gonna be. I told her. I said, just wait. You're gonna be behind bars soon enough. You're gonna be on the other side, Michelle. And sure enough. Oh! Yeah. Polly Olson, too. All these people wanted to play head games to protect their friends. You know, Polly Olson cost a lot more than $18,000 in credit cards. That's right, she used state credit cards. They used $18,000 of county money. That's what she got arrested for. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars of the county's money to frame me for crimes I didn't commit, to have me locked up for crimes that weren't committed, to frame me so that they and their friends wouldn't get in trouble. She spent more than $18,000. Between Scott DaCosta, Polly Olson, Ashley Olson, Jared Hahn, well, we're talking at least $300,000 that was spent between all of the hospitals and all of the lockups and all of the money spent to try to destroy evidence and prevent it from being seen or being heard in court. How much money, how much gas, and how many of those vehicles that were paid for by taxpayers did they use to threaten, harass, and intimidate me? That driving around my house constantly. That is harassment. That is threatening, especially when I had repeatedly tried to turn those son of a bitches in. Nebraska State Patrol says it's not their job, it's not their job, it's not their job. Well, according to Scott DaCosta, they were supposed to investigate me threatening Polly Olson's life. Are you seeing a pattern here? I tell on these predators. They pretend I threatened their life when I didn't. And then they get busted for breaking the law. They're credible and I'm not. You're out of your fucking mind. Merry goddamn Christmas.